line. I guess that beats alternatives, depends upon how you look at it. It's getting pretty late. We'll see if anybody shows up. Well, there's one coming in. Howdy. Well, there's three that came in. Dylan, what's going on, bro? Just killing a little time before I go to bed. Seeing if anybody else was up. Glass dude, howdy. Jay, I thought you said you was busy. Busy trying to figure it out, right? Trucker D, JT. Y'all becoming my regulars, ain't you? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I wound up being shut down about 21 hours between yesterday and today, waiting on this stuff to get fixed, but it got fixed. So, Jay, he's trying to figure out whether you put it up or down. He can't decide. Oh. What's up, JJ? Another fun day in trucking. Got all my stuff taken care of today and still knocked out 400 miles. I understand. You have been well trained, right? Watched a couple of Trucker Jim's videos. That one where he's in the shower, that was a pretty good video. If y'all ain't seen it, that was pretty awesome. The fella's good at his editing and whatnot. I hear you. Oh, it just may be goofy conversation me and the son had today. Who is CDB? I don't know them. No, that ain't Credence. That ain't Clearwater. I'm trying to figure out whose initial CDB would be. So, I'm in Henderson, Texas. I am 62 miles from where I got to start my delivery, so 62 miles, basically an hour. So I got some towns to go through. I'm about an hour from my first drop. I got, I don't know, about 4 drops on, I think. I got a pickup to do tomorrow. Oh, Charlie Daniels, okay. Yeah, I damn sure know Charlie. That's who he was listening to. He said he was listening to CDB, and I was trying to figure it out. I'll drive right by the house tomorrow, but then I'll come back to it later. I'm figuring I'll get home, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock. But I'm probably going to go ahead and pull out Sunday. I know what my next load is up there out of the yard. And I want to get a jump start on my next week. Been getting some fairly decent paychecks. Well, I always get fairly decent, but still, okay. I'm getting distracted here. I want to punch in my stops and see how many miles, damn it, I got to run tomorrow. before I get back home. Alright, so I did get Cleveland in there. So there's Lufkin. That's my first one. There's Cleveland. That's my second one. I got one in Houston and one in LaPorte. Well, cool. Them first two I have to tailgate them. But both of these should have docks. I don't remember if that one, yeah, the one in LaPorte has a dock. What the heck? Not anymore, Trucker D. I pretty much stay down here in this region. And I like it that way. You remember my deal about being allergic to snow, do you? It breaks me out bad too. 615. I'll be done in a minute. That's something I meant to do before I went live, and I damn sure want to get it done tonight. I don't want to get to one of my drops and then have to pull with this nonsense, because once I start rocking, it's time to get some trucking done. Oh. There we go. Now then, I'll have to add my pickup in this. There it is. Add that to it. And now let's add the home 20 into it. Oops, one too far. Alright, now that will get me home. Oh, 301 miles to do tomorrow. Oh, you're up there. You're right on that borderline where you get that lake effect at. I've been up there and caught that lake effect. Oh boy, that stuff gets mean and nasty quick and fast. Oh boy. Been up there and it'd be beautiful in less than an hour. You're at a foot of snow and a whiteout. And that stuff can dump coming off that lake. Now, I don't even remember what lake it is, but boy, it can put some hurt on you. I already know where you live, Jay. You ain't in the snow. We do good. Lake Erie? Okay. You ever see the video I tell about when I took the wife into New York? Go watch that one. She was tripping, boy. Then when we parked on the sidewalk for the night, she was really tripping. It can be fun in the Northeast, especially if you don't go there. I might well add the yard to that too. I'll pull out Sunday. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Boy, I keep passing my stops up today. Now, with all that, that should put me right at 800 miles. What I have to do by Sunday. 778. Oh, okay. Well, the video that he said he put up, well, I don't know, he might have got them both put up, but Nomad or someone was commenting on it, and he said the one they was commenting on was not New York. It was in that same weekend. That was Boston or Philly or somewhere. I don't know if he ever got the one put up about New York City or not. Oh, here in a little bit, I might get Mom on the truck with me and request me a Georgia run. Take her with me, go over there and torture grandbabies for a few hours. Oh, just for the heck of it. Somebody needs to beat the hell out of them, and who's better than Grandpa? Grandma, she only wants to love on them and stuff. Hell, them grandsons, they need a good whooping. That's what makes them men. Beat them. And they're scared of me. Or something. Lauren, what's going on? Howdy, howdy. I'm just killing a little time before I go to bed. Glad to see y'all pop in. I got 8 viewers and 3 likes. Something's wrong with that. The number count ain't right. Well, now I got 7 and 3. Y'all reach over there and hit that like button for me. Oh, me, oh my. Now I'm back up to 8 and 5. 6, thank you. Somebody got bad signal. They keep popping in and out. Well, the driver he's talking about ain't old in experience or years. But he did good. He got a decent head on his shoulder. We've been doing pretty good to keep him from getting too big of a head. But he can think on his feet. He tells me, we talk to each other on the phone periodically. Oh no, not me, Anthony. I'll pop them one. They're all scared of Papa Joe. Terrified. Only thing scares them more is Grandma. They know she gonna slobber all over them and stuff. She's like that. Oh. But he told me the other day in a phone call, he says, I remember that rule you said, and I've been using it. And I said, all right, what rule are you talking about? And he says, learn the rules we're playing the game by and learn to use them against them. And he says, I'm learning their rules and I'm learning how to use them against them. I said, you'll do all right. You'll make a truck driver yet if you learn that golden rule. Exactly what he's doing, I ain't sure, but he's learning. Oh, goodness. And I think he's definitely going to make a move from that company he's in before snowfall. Which I told him, I said, it depends on where you're at. August and September, you can be seeing snow in certain parts of the country. So, Oh, goodness. Oh, and my son went in and fixed the links to the t-shirt deal. You can't ask the wife. She don't like being on here. Ha ha. Mr. Fly, your life expectancy is very short. The truck ain't that damn big. You'll mess up. I bet I'll get him before he gets me. Oh. Last time we went over there, was that last summer? I think it was last summer we went over there. We met at a friend of mine's house because the son, he lives in a city in apartments. And we met over there and we had a weenie roast and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty fun. It was alright. They'd brought their bicycles over and got to ride their bicycles out there and not on a concrete sidewalk. So, that was all because of Grandma. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't going to spend no money on them damn kids. Oh. I'm watching people, don't buy me. Actually, Jay, you're quite right. These trucks have a mind of their own at times. Now, I've drove an automatic in the snow for the last 3 winters, and I have had no issues. That being said, I got a little bit of experience under my belt. Whether it's an automatic or not, you still get a feel for the truck and what you need to do. And these trucks do have a way of you being able to downshift them if you know the right time and the right RPMs. That being said, I can see where they can get away from them too. Oh, brake drums. Anytime I leave our yard, you hear me going to our yard, 99% chances are I'll have brake drums, and yes, they're heavy. And this is actually one of their lighter loads. It's right at 43,000. So I'm grossing out 75 or better. I didn't even weigh this one. Now, I actually went into their factory this time. Normally our local guys go pick them up, but they was all busy today. And after sitting there 21 hours or so, no, I have not. Dispatch told me I could sit around and wait on a local driver to go get it, or I could go get it. It's 6 miles over there, and they're fast. I mean, usually it don't take a half hour to butt the dock. While you're getting your paperwork, they're loading it, and you're gone. Nope. This time I told them, and they'll offer to let you out on their dock. You know, they got to buzz you out there. And this time I told them, yeah, I need to go out there and check my straps before y'all start loading. Tell you what, this is one of the cleanest factories I've ever been in. I mean, it is clean, organized. I mean, they've got their system down to a science. And before they even send us notification of what loads, they've already got them staged out there on the dock. So whenever I threw my paper away. They'll give you a little paper. It'll tell you your empty trailer number if you've got to go load one. Sometimes you got to just go over there and pick one up. They'll give you your empty trailer number It'll tell you dock 5 is the dock I had to hit today, and it'll give you your order number. So I go over there and I'm back into dock 5, and boy, I mean, they're less than a half hour, you're in and out of that place. And a half hour is a long time for them. I mean, they got it together. One of these times I'm going to have to ask them if they'll let me videotape their robots. They've got a few robots in there working. And to me, it's awesome watching them things work. Ah, good deal, Carlos. I bet I know what video you watched. So, I ate that many a night. Unfortunately, my doctor has made me get a divorce. So, me and little Debbie don't have that thing going on no more. And I like to take some of them little Debbie cakes and put that pudding on there too. Yep. Well, usually they have 2 loading us. And today I only had 1. But now also, something that I do that I know a lot of drivers don't do, I don't understand why they don't. But whenever I go to hit a dock, whether loading or unloaded, with these newfangled trailers, it's a pull of a button, and you can slide them tandems all the way up or back. Where I hit a dock, I slide them rascals all the way back. It's easier on my equipment. If I'm sitting in the truck, it's easier on my back, and it's damn sure easier on that loader. Well, that one of my pet peeves is the way they hit them trailers on a run and that trailer bouncing. Now, back in the day when we had issues sliding tandems, yeah, you get them set and you hope you don't have to move them. But these new ones, they're air release back there. I slide them tandems in a heartbeat. And a lot of your people working the docks, they appreciate it. That's exactly it, Anthony. Oh yeah, I pulled heavy loads before and oversized. The reefer trailers are a nightmare. Just by nature of the beast of the places you got to go, there is very few places that get a reefer trailer loaded or unloaded quick. And back in the day, and you still do periodically, we used to have to go out in the fields and load some of the stuff out in the fields. Boy, that could get drug out. Watermelon was the worst. Reefer units is nothing but an insurance racket. I'll tell you that now. You're going to get to so many places and go to deliver that load, and you've only had it on your trailer for 12 hours, 24, 48, and you're going to get there and they're going to tell you how that produce went bad in your trailer, and they're going to file a claim against you. But now we'll go ahead and take it off your hands. So they take the product and sell it at full markup. Then they're going to try and file a claim against your insurance to get half or more of their money back. It ain't nothing but a racket out there. I did a lot of reefer nonsense. That's something I don't want to go back to. And this guy, he had a half a dozen reefer trailers. He used to do all reefer. And when I came over and seen they had reefer units, I was telling them I don't want to do reefers. I hauled one around a couple of times for them, but no, I didn't like it at all. I know that game. And then load a bunch of damn trees in it, and they want you to run it at 60 degrees. I'm like, really? I think your trees will be all right. From Oregon, I think, is where I loaded them and brought them into the Midwest. Oh. Well, if you like sitting around, I guess you would love it. I didn't like it. Then some of them, and it might be, I don't know when your roommate did it. It's probably been 7 or 8, 10 years since I did any of it. But I don't see it changing much. You get to the grocery warehouses and they're slow. Then sometimes if you're out west or in Florida, you have to do 3 or 4 or 5 picks to get all the nonsense. No. And once again, it's a matter of personal choice too. You know, what's your preference for being out here? I don't like flatbedding either. And I know people that swear by flatbedding, they won't do anything but flatbedding. For me, I don't want to do it no more. Been there, done it. Had the t-shirt, burn it. Yep, I sure do, Jay. That dumping your fifth wheel or dumping your airbags. I've did that many times. Knew I was a little bit over on the trailer back there. I'd hit that damn dump and I'd dump them airbags for a road across that scale. That'd help too. Mr. Fly, I'll get you yet. Oh. Nah, I don't know. They'd have paid me good. I got a friend that was doing that in Florida on the turnpike. And it ain't that bad. But that really ain't my cup of tea. He was making like, I don't know, 50, 60 cents a mile for pulling them up and down. But boy, he worked his tail off. For no farther than he was going. Then he'd have to drive right by Disneyland down there in Orlando. I'd be on the phone with him. He'd drive for J.B. Hunt, actually. And he has a lot of experience, so he ain't like he was one of them dummies out there. But he had that collision avoidance nonsense up front, and him and safety was constantly fighting over that. They're trying to tell him how he's tailgating. You got to quit tailgating. I ain't tailgating. They're cutting over in front of me. And twice they sent down some big shots to come follow him. He didn't know they was following him. And then when he would get to the pad, there's a certain place he'd have to go pick up 153 and take it to a pad and drop it. Then he'd go get the other 53 and take it to the pad and drop it. And he had to hook them all together. And he could only haul them up and down the turnpike. So like I said, he worked for his money. But after he did all this, and both times the safety guy came to him and told him, "You're right, you're not tailgating. They're crazy over there." He's like, "Dude, it's Disney World. They're not thinking or nothing else. All they can think about is Mickey Mouse." What up, Kelly? What's going on, brother? You never did call me back after you got done eating the other night. Shame on you. Flatbedded, the biggest thing I got against it is they still load loads above the headache rack. They put a headache rack on there and then they load the stuff above it. And I hope he's pulling out. Fired up right next door to me. But I was in an accident where a little old lady pulled out in front of me and I was doing less than 45 miles an hour. Had to lock it up to keep from killing the woman. And I had 2x6s on, more straps than legally required. And they came right in the truck and stopped right here beside my head. Then when Grandma seen that big old hole in the back and she heard the whole story, we both agreed that me and flatbedding was not going to be a thing. That, and there's so many places you get to where they want to force you to tarp. I picked up air conditioners that mount on top of the roofs of big ass buildings, several story high, and then they want you to tarp this nonsense, and you ask them why. They're made to be outside. Well, it's in the contract. Contract be damned. Then you'll see somebody else, one of their in-house drivers, pick up the exact same thing, and they leave without tarping it. And I'm just getting too old and fat to be climbing all over that stuff and trying to throw a tarp around. Nowadays they got a lot lighter tarps, I understand. Back then we had some tarps that would whoop your butt. What do you think them tarps weighed, Jay? 100 pounds? Them damn things was heavy. And then let them get wet and freeze up. Now you're trying to unroll a frozen tarp. Now, then flatbedders like to tell you that they don't have backup or they don't have to wait. They're lying. I've been off-road with them and sat there for 2 days waiting on a crane appointment to unload. Wrong. So, flatbed just ain't my cup of tea. There's those that just love it. I just don't have to be one of them. I understand, bro. Bob Bell, what's up? Well, that's cool. Yes, turn Glenn off. Oh. I don't know what me and Grandma's gonna do. I got a feeling Saturday I'm gonna take her out to a couple places that we have a garden center that we haven't got to go to. Here a while back, if you remember, we went out to her daddy's grave. Nobody had been taken care of to speak of. One of her baby brother, he had attempted to do some stuff to it, but wasn't nothing impressive at all. And even he wasn't happy with it. He couldn't afford to do anything else to it. So me and her went out and did it up nice. Bought the pavers and some rock and whatnot. Did it up how she wanted it done. The Lowe's in our town doesn't have a good bench to go out there. They had some that I liked the design, but they was all cracked or something. And they ain't never got no more in. And we're just talking about his grave today. So there's a Houston Plant Mart type deal. I have to look them up. Plus we don't have a Chick-fil-A in our town, and she's wanting a Chick-fil-A. So about an hour south of us towards Houston, there's that plant place and there's a Chick-fil-A. So I think I'll take her down there to that plant place and we'll check it out, see what all they got, and maybe pick up a bench that we can take out next week or two and put on her daddy's grave. Or by his grave, not on it. So, like I told her, sometimes she might want to go out there and yeah, exactly, Kelly. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Yeah. Then something else I've got to do, which we talked about today. I don't understand. They had a headstone made for him, and they didn't have his death date put on there. And that's been driving her crazy. So and I've told her how to go about it, and she hasn't done it. So I was talking about that today because that was something else she brought up. I I gotta get hold of the engravers and see if they got a mobile unit this day and age that can go out there and put his death date on it. So, and this is stuff that all the siblings were supposed to do, and they don't seem to be pulling together to take care of it. And I know it's stuff that she's wanting to get done, so I'm getting it done for her, period. I don't need nobody's help. So, what makes Mama happy makes me happy. Spoiled ass woman. Matter of fact, I'm going to beat the hell out of her when I get home. That'll learn her. And she's scared of me too. Bob, I think you ought to go fishing. You ain't been fishing in a couple of days now. Well, we don't need it hauled. It's already out there. I just got to get somebody to engrave on it. Well, brother, if you can't get out there and secure your load, you'd have troubles. Now, what you might consider doing if you're wanting to get out and do some work, get you a 1-ton for doing the hot shot work and haul travel trailers. You don't make much money at it, but I imagine you have a limit on how much you can make anyway. My dad did it when he retired, and he said that it paid his expenses to go around and see different stuff in the country that we couldn't see in this big truck. And I have several videos up about hot shotting and all that. So go watch some of them and it'll start giving you an idea. But if you're going to do any kind of flatbedding, that's what most hot shots do. You have to be able to get out there and secure the load and all that. Even if you got lucky enough to get people to load it and secure it for you, going down the road, you still got to be able to get out and work that load. And sometimes loads don't act right. Now you got to wrestle with it and all that. So hot shotting ain't your calling right now. However, hauling them campers might be. So something you can think about. And there should be videos to show you how easy or hard it is to drop them things. Oh, you're coming to my place, Bob, and go mow mine? Thank you, sir. It's a long drive from Arizona, but I appreciate it. I'll give you a bologna sandwich for lunch too. Maybe even some Diet Mountain Dew, just because I'm a nice guy. Well, you can't think everything, JJ. That's what you got me for. No. Oh, Bob, whenever you do go fishing, nobody's going to do some videos on cleaning and cooking some fish out there over a campfire. If you do a couple of videos on your cleaning and cooking some fish, that would be nice to... I assume you cook them inside no cast iron skillet. He's going to cook his outside on the grill, I think. But if we could get a couple different versions of cooking fish, I think he's going to do catfish. I don't know what you're catching up there in the mountains. But that'd be cool, dude. Next time you go fishing. Wonder Bread. I think Grandma found me. I've got to cut back on my sugars and whatnot, and my carbs. But I don't remember what she got. They actually have a sugar-free bread. I told her, hell, I didn't know they put sugar in bread. So, you know. Thank you, brother. And you've got my email, so let me know when you get ready on the videos, and we'll do phone calling thing. I think you've given me your phone number. I don't know if I saved it in my phone or not. I know you called in a lot when we was doing the talk show, the radio show. I'd like to figure out how to do that. If anybody knows how I can do phone call type stuff on it, it don't have to be a video. That the other phone radio show was not a. Well, yeah. Dadgum, what was his name? Boy, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he was doing videos on his end. What was his name, Bob? Do you remember? I know I get emails from him all the time. I'd have to look and see. All right, man, take it easy. That's going to drive me nuts. I can't think of that man's name. As soon as I'm finished with this video, I'll remember it. And I can't look because I'm doing the thing live stream on my phone. Oh, goodness. Well, people, I'm fixing to cut it off here in about 2 minutes. That'll make it a 45-minute deal. I'm pretty much done wound down and about ready to go to bed. Now, he was rolling back on that fuel line, not far, a couple foot. But it reminded me today, leaving the yard, there was we were sitting at a red light, and the truck beside me rolled back about 10 foot. The car behind him was backing up quick, and I even honked at him, trying to stop. And some Chinese guy looking at me like I was crazy from California, and he almost hit him. Now, we've all rolled back that couple foot like that guy just did. That's nothing new in trucking. That's why you're supposed to leave room back there. But that old boy, he rolled back real bad today. Well, you gonna cook that possum? Mikey, what's up? Yeah. He fired that noisy rascal up. First came here and back in, he shut it off and went inside. I was hoping he wasn't going to. And I ain't gonna be moving and stuff. I'm used to sleeping beside island trucks. Hell, mine used to idle all the time. Good night, Trucker D. Thanks for coming in, bro. Enjoy your evening. You two going to team together. Who are you talking about? I don't team drive. My team drove would be with Grandma, and she don't drive. She'll tell you she knows how to drive one of these things, and she does. I taught her. And she'll tell you if she's out here with me and something happens to me, she can get me to a hospital or get the truck off the road or whatever has to be done. But no, she gets too nervous in the truck. Hell, she gets nervous sitting over there and me with 30 years experience. My twin over here? Yep. He's almost as good looking as I am. Been thinking about shaving all this off and even going bald. Shaving this off. I was going to videotape it, but I seen that video where Trucker Jim videoed him shaving all his stuff off. I don't want to be called a copycat. And his video was pretty awesome. I thought the way he did it, that was cool. The boy's got some imagination. Yeah? How they cook it? Barbecuing or what? I'll try to remember those names. I might check them out. Oh, goodness. Now, I got an Italian guy that comes on here. Well, actually, he's American, but he's been living in Italy so long, it's hard for him to even speak English anymore. But he shared a couple of cooking videos with us. But there's some guy talking the language I don't understand. Luckily, someone put some English on the bottom of it. So, well, folks, been over 47 minutes. I went past my 2-minute mark I told you about. I'm going to get off here and go to bed. I got to get up in the morning, get to work, get home where I can smack Grandma around. I know she waiting on me to come home and whoop her. That's what she lives for. Me come home and beat the hell out of her and both her puppy dogs. Alright. Good night. I appreciate y'all coming in. Thanks for subscribing. There's plenty of videos in the archives to watch. Go to the About page, scroll to the bottom. The link for the t-shirts have been fixed. So if you want t-shirts or coffee mugs, there's some down there. So, okay, I think I've seen him before. I think they actually had some stuff on the cooking channel about him, didn't they? Good night, JJ. All right, folks, remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Get you some rest. Good night.